welcome to Hunter Ice Skating Stadium for semi-final number 2 Australian Junior Ice Hockey League Showcase Series presented by Ice Hockey Australia, and the Sun Devils will be taking on the Sydney Sabres. I'm Eric Brook, and alongside me Courtney Coniston. Courtney, hi.
Hello, and we are back again for game number 2 today.
We certainly are. We saw a lot of goals in that last game. We know that the Adelaide Generals are through to the gold medal game. The winner of this game will join them tomorrow for gold.
Absolutely, and look, it's been quite an enlightening tournament, just seeing the skill level of players throughout these teams, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing what this game holds.
It certainly will be a big one. The Sun Devils have won 2 and lost 1. And the Sabres, who are on screen at the moment with Matt Montgomery taking some shots, they've won 1 and lost 2.
They have. So, look, when these two teams faced each other at the start of the tournament, there was a big score differential between the two. But as we've discussed a couple of times, both teams, so all of the teams, have grown and progressed with every single game that they've played. So I think what we'll see today will be very different to what we saw on game 1 of the tournament.
So put your coach's hat on, Courtney. What are your keys for success in this game?
Look, firstly, I think both teams need to work on their passing, and we've seen it in the tournament where they've just had some rough patches where the passing's not going tape to tape, or they're making just quick passes and not really looking to see where their teammates are. So it'll be really important for both of these sides to make sure they know where their teammates are and make those straight, clean passes straight to their teammates' stick. And secondly, a really important one is the breakout. You're not going to get a goal without a good breakout, getting into the zone and then passing it within each other in order to make up that space. Now, the third thing is it's very essential, being the plays around the net. Now, these goalies have been incredible this tournament, and anyone that's listened to all of the games so far will have heard me say numerous times, these goalies are strong glove side. So the way that these players need to score is either go blocker side or move the goalie around laterally, I think is the right term, in order to create the space. The other thing around the net is that players are standing on the back door. So defensively, teams need to make sure they're covering that guy on the back door. But offensively, if you've got no one on you and you stand back door, we've seen a few tip-ins and a few redirects coming from that position. So I think, yeah, this game, the Sabres could be very effective if they can implement those things, but I fully expect the Sun Devils to show us that tonight. So. And
what we've also seen in that department, Courtney, is also rebounds. So the goalie will make the first save, but he may not be able to make the second or the third.
Absolutely, and every shot matters, and we saw that in the game before this one where there were probably 2-3 goals happened where the player took the shot. In one case, it rolled up over the pads. Another one, it went straight through the 5-hole. And the third one I'm thinking of, there was a player on the back door and he deflected it straight in. So every shot counts.
So there's lots of players up and down the league with AJ experience, with AI experience. The goalie situation will be really interesting to see which way the teams go. The Sabres in net, they have Matt Montgomery and also Connor Dow. And for the Sun Devils, Thomas Forrest and also Dylan Dewar. So we'll see which way both of the teams go in this one. So the Sydney Sabres in black, the Sun Devils primarily made up of players from Queensland and also Western Australia. But having said that, there's a couple of people from New South Wales there as well. Lots of AI, lots of AJ experience in both teams. And this one, Courtney, is going to be just as fast as the previous one.
Look, absolutely, and look, I was guilty in the first game when these two teams met of thinking that, really underestimating the Sun Devils, but they've really shown with every game over this tournament how they've just gone from strength to strength, especially for a team of players that don't know each other well, other than when they've competed against each other. So to come together in a unit the way they have is very commendable.
And also, this is the first time that I've been able to say this publicly, because this is my first Sun Devils game, but I'm a fan of the jersey.
I am too. It's fun. And Pete remarked that the colours are really reflective of the two states that they're from. and I think they've done a good job.
They certainly have as well. The Sabres, they've been in the competition for a while. They've won the competition twice. They were bronze last year. And so the winner of this game goes through to the gold medal game to meet the Adelaide Generals. The loser goes through and they will play the Melbourne Glaciers. So having a look at the Sabres, they're now leaving the net. And Matt Montgomery will be taking the start for the Sabres. And heading in net is Dewar for the Sun Devils.
Both very strong goalies and have had a great tournament so far. So looking forward to seeing them further succeed in this game.
So our officials are on the ice. And Nick Eyre and Gavin Thurston are in charge of our game this afternoon. And our linespeople, Brandon Prince and Jack Waterson. We're almost ready for a start. Semi-final number 2, Australian Junior Ice Hockey League. Let's do the hockey. And back now for the Sun Devils, working it out of their own defensive end on the left-hand side. Kept in the zone by Altkin. Ice is slippery. Here's Max Miller looking to take advantage for the Sabres on their left-hand side. Battle up against the boards. Has some support. He's looking for some support from Wardlaw. Back into neutral ice. And here's Holmes now passing it off. And he finds Rapchuk. Rapchuk with the puck in neutral ice. He's got options left and right. Gets around Miller. Enters the zone now. Tries to fire but can't. And he was in there applying the pressure with the Sabres. They look to be able to clear it out their left-hand side. Susha keeps it in the zone. Right-hand side. Here's maybe centering. Rapchuk firing. It got a lot of Callum Wardlaw on the way through. And no action required by Montgomery. Counter-attack opportunity by Max Miller, who's been very impressive for the Sabres. Just happy to fire it in. And he'll look to come off for a change. First minute of play. Here's Ryan Dushman. Can't quite get the puck. It's back now. Entering the zone are the Sabres on the right-hand side. Desperation from Susha as he looked to block the shot. Back into neutral ice. He's fixed it now. Entering the zone. Dispossessed. Dushman taking over. Handing over to Zhao. Zhao's got Dushman for company. Trying to find Dushman, but the pass was just out of reach. And the Sun Devils leave the zone via Molly. Work by Fixter. Molly taking over. Centering pass. It was a good opportunity there by Hodges. And that'll come back now for Valancourt. Valancourt will settle the puck down. Slightly pursued there. Back into centre, into neutral ice. Cross ice pass now. Can't quite find Zhao off the boards. Valancourt battling. Good work here by Hosen. Taking over his Hodges for the Sun Devils, but they've gone offside. The puck's gone into the net, but there was an offside call before that.
Oh, that heartbreaking moment where you see it cross the line, but unfortunately the whistle had blown.
Not happy.
No, it's shattering. So
17:57 remaining. Neutral zone face-off closest to the Sabres bench. Back now for Altkin, who's been busy so far in this first shift. It's coming back now for Oxlade, who's impressed with his speed. Oxlade just looking for his team to spread out, for his forwards to spread out. Goes down the middle, trying to connect. He connects with one now. Here's Max Miller, but out of the zone, back into neutral ice. Here's Rapchuk again, entering the zone. Rapchuk fires, sprays it wide. No action required by Montgomery. Your puck almost rolled into Sabres bench. Back now for Wardlaw, entering the zone for the Sabres. Wardlaw fires, and a good save by DeWar right into the logo.
Nice, bad batch is the wrong word, but nice bit of end-to-end hockey for these opening few minutes, Eric.
Certainly has been. 0-0 the score, one shot on goal so far. Certainly been scrambling hockey at both ends. Attacking zone face-off for the Sabres. Taken the face-off there by Moncrief. Sun Devils clearing it out of the zone now. Here's an opportunity for maybe an opportunity. Centering. Trying to connect in front. It couldn't quite find Zeller. The puck's still free. The Sabres looking to clear it out. They go backwards and forwards between their D-man. And that's left for the defenseman of the Sabres. Almost into the bench again. maybe battling up against the board. Zhao coming in for the Sabres. Susha with a shot and a nice glove save there, floating through the air for Montgomery.
Well tracked by Montgomery, and it makes it look easy, doesn't he, Eric?
He certainly does. I will not be available to try that.
No thanks.
So Molly will take the face-off against Moncrief. Attacking zone face-off for the Sun Devils. Coming into lender hand is Ross. Backhanded shovel was there. Back into neutral ice. An opportunity for Zhao, who's been busy early. Moncrief can't connect. Douchman has to wait for his teammates to come onside, which they weren't, and that will come back for offside.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can see the look on Moncrief's face. He was annoyed at himself for not quite being onside in time. But it happens, and we have a neutral zone face-off down towards the Sun Devils' end. So an opportunity here for the Sabres to get in and potentially get their first shot of the night. So
Molly there with the puck now, trying to get around a couple. He's not in good position though, and that'll come back for Quinn. Here's Miller now. Miller enters the zone, fires, but got a lot of Valancourt on the way through, so it was off target. Molly battling hard behind his own net. Sabres on the attack, trying to find some support, but out of the zone. It's back now for Quinn at centre ice. Quinn got options left and right. Backhanded shovel finds Molly for the opposition. Here's Molly, gets a shot on the 5-hole close rather rapidly. Molly chasing his own rebound. He's got no support. He's got a few Sabres there. You can throw a picnic blanket over them at the moment, and that goes through to Montgomery on the right-hand post, who holds and saves. Now, Molly has definitely been a player that stands out in this tournament. He will energise a bunny 100%. The way he just moves his feet so fast, he intercepted that pass and got himself a shot on, so that was well done. So 18 on 18, Douchman against Rapchuk at the face-off circle. Puck eventually leaves the face-off circle. It'll be for Oxlade for the Sabres, trying to clear it out, reverses the direction, trying to clear it out, clearing out left-hand side. Zhao now under some pressure from Greenwood. Zhao again trying to clear it out. Goes the centre out. Here's Douchman. He's got a bit of time and space, but the time and space is closed rapidly. Douchman walks in, comes down, gets sent. The puck gets sent wide, and play continues. An opportunity there for Ryan Douchman for sure. Won't be his last one. Looks to capitalise in the slot. Zhao backhanded shovel. Douchman on the rebound. The puck's off its moorings, and the puck goes wide in any case and will reset. So lots of action here, Courtney. Yeah, absolutely. Just watching the ref talking to the benches, so I think he was just letting them know that the net came off its moorings, so that's where a contributing factor to the whistle just then. So an attacking zone face-off coming up for the Sabres now. Moncrief will take it, and we'll do that one again. Moncrief against Rapchuk. Two powerhouses and both AI experience. And lots of family connections with both Moncriefs and Rapchuks. Absolutely. Back now. Good work there by Hosen. Finding Douchman. He's easy to find in the red pants. Zhao trying to squeeze through. Weighted numbers against Zhao. Oxlade does a good job of keeping in the zone. Friendly fire into the shin pads of Zhao. Back now for Douchman. Puck deflects high and out of play. That was a great shot from the blue line from Moncrief there. A lot of power, and that's a fair distance to cover, so he's done well to get a strong shot on then. New unit coming on for the Sun Devils. Maybe Landon Holmes. Just want to highlight, when we mention the players that have that AI experience, it very much is just emphasising how beneficial it is to this age group. Oh, absolutely. Back now, speaking of AI experience, that's Hosen. Centering Hosen again on the half wall. He's got options left and right. He finds a player on the blue line, left-hand side. Good shot there from Miller, but it was also well saved on the right-hand post. Those angles can be really difficult for a goalie. Absolutely, and when sometimes you just get those players that can play it so well that it'll deflect off the goalie and into the net. So commendable effort to take that shot from that line. Wardlaw with the face-off win for the Sabres, but out of the zone. Flung in there by Hosen. It'll come back now for the Sun Devils. Just over 5 minutes gone in the first period, and a 0-0 in semi-final number 2. Here's Kolov entering the zone now. He's got a couple in front. Getting sent wide. Rebound opportunity. Backdoor opportunity for Holmes, who converts. 1-0 Sun Devils, and that's exactly what we were talking about in the introduction.
Absolutely, and they've done such a good job to implement that there.
So it was a big rebound. Montgomery could only do so much.
So when Montgomery goes down and he's on the far side of this camera angle and a player's coming in, that back door is wide open with no one there to stop him.
So 1-0 to the Sun Devils. So the Sabres coming back now. Oxlade up the ice he goes, but he only goes as far as Valancourt. Entering the zone now, the Sun Devils just happy to dump it in. No action required there by Montgomery. Oxlade getting around one, but Molly was there. Molly battling with Oxlade. Play continues now. Devine. Sheer weight of numbers kept in the zone by Oxlade. Oxlade fires. It almost gets Moncrief on the way through. That one didn't miss by much. Kept into the zone by the Sabres. Here's Moncrief again. He's got two on him. They can't get the puck off him. Centering pass. Oxlade fires and deflected by Dewar. Out of the zone almost. Yep, out of the zone. Back into neutral ice. Oxlade, who's had a mountain of work that he's done so far in this game. He'll be looking to come off for a change soon. Back now of Valancourt. Deflected off Max Miller. Speaking of Energizer Bunny for the Sabres, Max Miller's one of them. Left-hand side. Contact there. Zeller can continue. Miller again trying to squeeze through a gap. There were three Sun Devils players, but he still backed himself even though he lost the puck. Rapchuk, cross ice pass now. Here's Boland entering the zone. Slightly aerial. Here's Olkin. 3-on-1 situation against Olkin. Still tries. And a good shot from distance. And that was by Callum Wardlaw.
It's really encouraging to see the Sabres get some pressure on the Sun Devils. So the Sun Devils have really shown themselves this tournament to be quite a strong team. So for this point in the game to see the Sabres up their end and getting these attacks on, it's great.
Sun Devils leading shots on goal 7-3. Here's an opportunity. Here's Shepherd now. Shepherd high and out of play. .12:34 remaining in the first. Sun Devils 1-0. The shots on goal favouring the Sun Devils 8-3. Maybe against Douchman at the face-off. One there by Maybe. Shot there from Greenwood goes wide. Deflected on the way through. Maybe doing some hard work on the backboards. Coming into lend a hand now is Hodges. Up against the boards, the puck continues to move. Douchman near the door of doom has got some opportunities, got some support on the other side. Here's Zhao, but Zhao had skated past it. Entering the zone briefly was Hosen, then he comes back, finds Zhao. Zhao 2-on-1. Here's an opportunity now for Moncrief. He's got company, getting sent wide, still with the puck, centering Douchman, and a nice glove save there by Dewar. You'll want to see that one on the replay and on the Jumbotron.
Look, that's a great setup by the Sabres with, I think, Moncrief skating it through, bringing it into the zone, and then passing it off to Douchman for the shot on. That's the level of teamwork that they need to do the entire game, where they're supporting the puck carrier in the right spot. He's open. He doesn't have defensemen right on top of him, so he gets that shot away.
Sabres attacking zone face-off. They're trying to clear it out via Kolev. Battle up against the boards, including Douchman. Cleared out, Sun Devils right-hand side. Hosen there. The puck's too strong. Oh, heavy contact up against the boards. Douchman ends up on his backside. Hodges gets a better of that one. Return hit there. Douchman in some traffic, loses possession. Maybe with it now. Maybe trying to get around Zhao. Maybe does. Maybe enters the zone, walks in all by himself, off the pads, and well saved there by Montgomery. No rebound.
Look, that was a beautiful save from Montgomery. Dropping into the butterfly, it started to rebound, but he scooped it up and into his glove where it was safe.
Heavy contact on that far wall, and some friends and family and spectators over there had a great view.
Absolutely.
Attacking zone face-off coming up for the Sun Devils. Susha with a shot that goes wide. Lamb was possibly the closest one there for the Sun Devils. Cleared out of the zone and into neutral ice. On the attack, trying to attack is Liam Jones. Sun Devils were there in numbers here. Here's Molly right underneath the central commentary position. Back now for Jones. Cross ice pass. He was under some pressure. Rash. And that'll come all the way back down for the Sun Devils at the defensive end. Susha reversing the angle of the attack. Left-hand wall now. Here's Oxlade. Oxlade thinks about firing. Deflected by Dewar into the corner near the skate shop. They clear it out. Miller, Oxlade, Miller enters the zone. It was great work there by Kolev to break that one down. Miller, highly competitive, regains the puck. Miller in some traffic, and the puck goes higher wide and out of play.
I'm feeling like the Sabres are getting a lot of possession up that end, so it's nice to see them battling and pushing hard. So while the Sun Devils have capitalised and got that first goal, the Sabres are fighting just as hard to get it back.
Sun Devils leading shots on goal, 10-4, good buddy. Attacking zone face-off coming up. Moncrief, puck leaves the face-off circle. Opportunity for the Sun Devils. Going for a skate is Zeller. Battle up against the boards on the half wall. Good work there by the Sabres to break that one down. Kept into the zone. Well there by Jackson. Battle on the half wall. Back into neutral ice. Pressured there by Haslam. Flung into the zone by Jackson. All the way back down. Sabres bench wanting some hustle. Left-hand side. Tapped on by Devine. The puck's free. Hosen clears it out, uses the wall. Valancourt does well to keep it in the zone. Gloves it down to himself. Here's a battle. Right-hand side. Zeller on the blue line. Sun Devils with a shot. It was a nice little tap on from Rapchuk. Didn't quite have the direction on the deflection, but I liked what happened anyway. Entering the zone on the left-hand side. Whiffing on the shot and losing possession. Teammates come in to lend a hand, including Wardlaw. Valancourt clears it out, going the central route, and that'll come back down. Here's Zeller battling against Hosen, and we have a player down. So player down Hosen, penalty box door will be opening, and Zeller will be sitting.
And this is an opportunity that we've seen over and over in this tournament, that a power play has been capitalised on in most instances. I would say 9 out of 10 have resulted in a goal. So it'll be really good to see this Sabres line come out and do that. So with Moncrief, Dushman and Max Miller on that forward line, it's looking pretty strong.
So the Sun Devils defending the Sabres on the power play as Zeller sits 2 minutes for boarding. Clearing it out all the way back down. And here's Oxlade. Finds his teammate in defence in Hosen. He's got Miller for company. Tries to find Miller, but Miller had moved. Miller recovering though. Fixter providing some forechecking pressure. Here's Miller going around Dushman, using Dushman as a shepherd. Winds up, fires. And a nice glove save there.
Hey Eric, he caught it with his glove.
He did. Well done.
Who'd have guessed that?
It was a good quality shot. Things can go wrong, but you have mentioned it several times, Court, that they often go glove side.
Look, it's a great angle from Max too. Let's watch as he skates in. He's coming in pretty close to the
circle
hash marks there to get that shot away.
So here's Noah Moncrief now battling against Susha. There's a running battle, Kolev versus Dushman in front. Here's Hosen firing. Trying to find Dushman in front. Miller fires, lots of congestion. Dushman trying to take Dewar's eyes away from him. Here's Dushman again. Trying to find Miller. Cleared out. 1 minute on the penalty against the Sun Devils remaining. No icing on the penalty kill. It's left now for Hosen. Hosen cross ice pass for Oxlade. Oxlade was under some pressure. Finds Hosen. Got Miller for company. Uses Miller. Miller around a couple. Miller trying to get around Molly, and that wasn't an easy feat. Dropped it off for a teammate in the form of Callum Wardlaw. Couldn't quite connect. It's left for Hosen with 40 seconds remaining on the power play. Hosen straight up the middle, connecting with Miller. Connecting now with Moncrief. Moncrief, Noah, enters the zone, fires, whiffs on the shot. Recovers his own rebound. Back now for Hosen. Hosen winds up, selects power drive, and a nice save down low, glove side by Dewar.
been a good sequence from the Sabres, so they're pushing hard. While they lost possession a couple of times, which in a penalty kill you want to send it away, they are doing well.
20 seconds remaining of the Sabres power play before Zeller can come back off the boards. The puck still free on the left-hand side. Power play just about over. Kept in the zone there by Quinn. Here's Zal with a shot. Deflected wide. Player back into the action for the Sun Devils in the form of Zeller. Gets involved immediately. Back now for Zal. He's got Quinn for company. Finds Quinn in centre ice. 7 minutes remaining in the first period. Semi-final 1. Sun Devils 1-0. Battle up against the boards. Good work there by Rapchuk. Just happy to fling it in the zone and come off for a change is Jackson. Back now for Quinn behind his own net. Finds some support on the right-hand side. Coming in for a skate is Olkin. Puck behind the net, cleared out by the Sun Devils right-hand side. Holmes, cross-ice pass. Finds the skate, then the stick of Lamb. Lamb with a nice reverse pass. Holmes going in for a skate, dumped in the corner near the Zamboni. Good work by the Sabres, trying to clear it out now. Sun Devils trying to clear it out. And the Sun Devils back to neutral ice. Here's Greenwood. Gets around Zhao briefly, but losing possession for the Sabres at their own defensive end. Got options left and right, goes towards the right-hand side. Thinks about a centering pass, goes the forward route, finds a Sun Devil instead. Options left and right again. Here's Douchman. That was a good option. Douchman entering the zone. He's got two players in front. Gets a shot from distance. Big rebound. Douchman chasing his own rebound, but the Sun Devils are there. Cleared out of harm's way by Ross. Kept in the zone. Almost deflected in by Douchman. Douchman still battling the puck. The puck's free in the slot. They need to clear it out, the Sun Devils. Maybe does exactly that, and maybe he gets back into neutral ice. Defence into attack. Here's maybe 2-on-1. Couldn't get a shot on. Good quality defence there. Here's an opportunity for the Sun Devils again. They've got a player in front in the form of Haslam back into neutral ice. Just happy to take it on his rash. There's a rebound there. Lots of Sun Devil players in the immediate vicinity. Here's Miller going across ice. He finds Hosen. Hosen uses the wall as his friend to find Jones. And back on the half wall for the Sun Devils, clearing it out. Finding maybe centering off the skates there of Moncrief. Here's Ross now. Ross entering the zone, getting forced wide by Hosen. Puck in the slot. It reaches the stick of Shepherd. Here's Hosen trying to clear the zone. Clears the zone back into neutral ice. Kolev with it now. He's got some support in Susha. Susha waits for the puck to rebound off the wall as an extra attacker basically. Quinn up near his own bench, near the Sabres bench. Finds Miller in centre ice. Miller with four players in front of him. Backhanded shot across the face of goal. No action required there by Dewar. Play continues. Sun Devils trying to clear it out. Captain's over by Quinn. Quinn's high and wide, and the Australian flag there was closer than what the net was, and it was very high. Attacking zone face-off coming up for the Sabres. Moncrief will take it against Molly. Here's Valancourt. Uses the backdoor escape route. He finds Hodges. Hodges, a big battle there. Flung in by the Sabres. Oxlade, he's got some speed, hasn't he? Up against the boards, Jackson. Taking over his fixture. Here's Hodges. Hodges got some options. Finds the skates of Molly, then the stick. Cleared out by Oxlade. Trying to find Douchman off the skates. Battle up against the boards against Valancourt. The Sabres bench like that one. Back now across the defensive end. Sun Devils trying to connect with Valancourt. Valancourt in some traffic, deflected wide. Here's Molly. The Zamboni corner. Short intermission in 3:20. Here's Molly again, battling up against Moncrief. Hodges with it now. Trying to find Molly, but Molly had moved. Molly takes advantage of the rebound. Centering pass, but nobody there in maroon, yellow and white. Douchman goes the aerial route. That will beat everybody and everything. Molly first to the puck there. I don't think we've actually had an icing call so far. Rebound, fortunate for the Sabres. Oh, rebound opportunity. Almost went in for Callum Wardlaw. Oxlade taking advantage now. Oxlade around a couple. Centering pass, trying to connect with Wardlaw in front in the sight and cleared out all the way back down. And that finally, Courtney, will come back for icing.
Absolutely. Look, we were waiting for it.
It's been a while.
Look, I think there's potential that the Sun Devils weren't expecting this level of intensity from the Sabres. They are keeping them up that end. The shots and goals is only three different between the two teams. And they're putting on some good battles tonight. It's really good to see.
They certainly are. The winner goes through to the gold medal game tomorrow against the Generals. Kept into the zone briefly by Hosen. Just flung in by Hodges. Funky bounce off the boards and just on his own side of the red line. 2 icings in a row. We haven't had hardly any for the last 18 minutes, and then we get 2 in quick succession.
Almost jinxed it, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm seeing a lot of good things out of both teams in this game so far, and the Sun Devils in particular. One thing I am picking up on is they're not just throwing the puck away; they're skating it out of the zone. And once they cross that blue line, they're looking for that little chip pass to their teammate.
Back now, trying to clear it out. Kept into the zone. It was good work there by Hosen. Up against the boards, back in the neutral ice, all the way down. And that will come back for icing.
So just on that point I was making with the way the Sun Devils were playing it, that's what I like to call smart hockey, because rather than just throwing it away and then getting tired having to chase it, they're controlling it into the opposite end. So by skating it and then those chip passes to your teammates, you have full control of what happens next rather than handing it over to the other team and trying to fight for it back.
Shots on goal favouring the Sun Devils 12-9, but having said that, both teams have had some opportunities that wouldn't register as shots. Back into neutral ice briefly. Sun Devils have to turn and chase now. They've got options left and right. They go towards the left-hand side, finds Valancourt. Valancourt goes straight up the middle, almost intercepted there by Miller. Here's an opportunity from maybe reels it in. There's a penalty coming. The puck deflects out of play, hooking the call. Penalty box door will be opening with 1:43 remaining.
Look, an unfortunate penalty for the Sabres. They won't be happy with that. And will hopefully their goal now will be to box up, sticks moving, block the shooting lanes and get it out of the zone.
Mayakovsky to the bench, 2 minutes. 1:43 remaining on the big clock, 2 minutes remaining on the small clock. Small intermission coming. Here's maybe left-hand side, start of the Sun Devils power play. Here's Susha, left-hand side. Susha looking for some options. Eventually gets the puck to himself. Oxlade providing some resistance there. Oxlade stands up. Still manages to get a shot on. Finds the side of the goal frame out of the zone. So Kolev has to come back and chase all the way back down. And so they're on the penalty kill, the Sabres, for the next minute 30. So that'll go back to centre ice. So minute 13 remaining in the period, 1:30 remaining in the penalty, and Rapchuk is heading towards the penalty box. So we'll have some 4-on-4 action for 90 seconds. So an attacking zone face-off coming up for the Sabres.
I think there was some initial confusion there that the whistle had been blown for an icing, but it was in fact a penalty. So I could hear a few of the players on the bench just saying that we had someone in the box, but
the situation would have been sorted out one way or another. Back now for the Sabres. Oh, there's an opportunity in front. They had nobody in front of the net, the Sabres. Now they've got an opportunity through Miller. Valancourt clears it out all the way back down. Even strength at the moment. Under 1 minute remaining in the period now. Sun Devils 1-0. Oxlade's got some speed. Enters the zone, thinks about a shot, gets a shot. Block it out of the way there. See, he took your advice. He went blocker side. Back now for the Sun Devils, trying to clear it out via maybe 38 seconds remain in the period. Maybe ridden into the boards. Definitely ridden into the boards there by Moncrief. Shot from distance, deflected by Montgomery. Here's Max Miller with 27 seconds remaining. And that will come all the way back down. Chasing the puck. It's good work there by Hosen. Hosen centering pass. Couldn't quite connect there. Noah Moncrief. 15 seconds remaining in the period. Here's Maybe on the puck. Centering. Trying to find Susha. Couldn't connect. 7 seconds. Susha got a pass away even though he was falling at Zamboni corner. Here's an opportunity for Moncrief with 1 second remaining. The buzzer will beat him and will go into the first intermission, the short intermission, with a 1-0 lead to the Sun Devils.
The end of that period, really got physical, Eric.
It did.
And look, it's something that I have seen the Sabres, the way the Sabres play. They do put their bodies on the line. They do go in for those hard hits. So particularly coming close to the end of the period, they are 1-0 down. I expect to see a bit more of that happening throughout the next period.
So we will have our look at our head-to-head for the first period. 1-0 to the Sun Devils. Shots on goal favouring the Sun Devils 13-10. A highly competitive game so far.
And very close. Like that's not a big difference between shots and goals. So the Sabres are well and truly in it, and it feels like a totally different pair of teams from night one that we were watching. So it's really good to see the progression. So when you're playing a game every day for 3 days leading up to today, you would expect some growth. And both teams they're pushing hard. They're working, communicating with each other. They're following the puck in. They're supporting the puck carrier. That's good hockey.
It certainly is. So under a minute remaining in the short intermission, a longer intermission and an ice cut at the end of the next period. So when we come back, there'll be 16 seconds of penalty time against the Sabres and 46 seconds of penalty time against the Sun Devils. So that means 16 seconds of 4-on-4 action.
Yeah. And then we will go, that should give the Sabres a power play.
A very brief power play as Rapchuk's in the penalty box for the Sun Devils.
If they have the possession and they're in the right end, they could very much capitalise and do something with that. It really just depends where they're at in the game at that point.
So this is a very, very tight game. The winner of this game goes on to meet the Adelaide Generals in the gold medal game tomorrow. And the team that doesn't win, they will go ahead and meet the Melbourne Glaciers tomorrow for the bronze medal game. So referee Nick Hare checks with all concerned. And let's do the hockey period number 2, Australian Junior Ice Hockey League. Quinn out back into neutral ice. Here's Fixter now entering the zone. Fixter for the Sun Devils, trying to enter the zone. Enters the zone, he's got Molly for support. Fixter fires. Big rebound offer by Montgomery. Falls to his teammates. Entering the zone is Olkin. So an abbreviated power play for the Sabres for 25 seconds now. Clearing it out are the Sun Devils all the way down. No icing on the penalty kill. And it's left now for the Sabres to work it out at their defensive end. Right-hand side now entering the zone. But got a bit of a player on the way through. Good quality shot there. In the slot, McCoskey. The Sun Devils working it out. Here's an opportunity for Molly. He's all alone. The defence is coming back. Molly walks in. Molly goes 5-hole. 2-0 Sun Devils.
Speechless.
You always had to back Molly in that situation.
Yeah. So gets a great pass out to the left of the rink, skates in, doesn't have any defense in front of him. They are skating in, putting up pressure, but they just can't get close enough to stop him from taking that shot. And this angle, I think we'll see that it goes through the 5-hole. Yeah, another 5-hole goal.
So back to centre ice, 2-0 Sun Devils now. Jack Molly with the latest goal. Coming back now for Susha. Cross ice pass here for Kolev, maybe centre ice. Coming back now for Zhao for the Sabres. Zhao, cross ice pass. Centering pass, found the stick of Holmes on the way through. It'll come back for Hosen. Collision with Dushman. Here's Kolev. Dushman recovering. Dushman couldn't get around. Maybe enters the zone on the left-hand side. Maybe he wants to do exactly what Molly did, and he tried to do exactly what Molly did, except Montgomery, on this occasion, closed the 5-hole. So the penalty boxes are empty. Rapchuck will take the face-off against Callum Wardlaw. Attacking zone face-off coming up for the Sun Devils. Puck eventually will leave the face-off circle. And clearing it out, the Sabres on the right-hand side. Puck coming back down. Miller in a chase with Valancourt. Valancourt first to the puck. Valancourt against Miller. Miller getting the best of that battle. Player in front. Couldn't connect from the Sabres. That was Callum Wardlaw waiting. Here's Rapchuck now entering the zone. Rapchuck, good possession there. And good work there by the Sabres to clear it out. Left-hand side there. Pressured there by Valancourt. Player comes down. Play continues. Opportunity here for Rapchuck on the right-hand side. He's got 3 players in support. The defence is coming back. Valancourt almost had an opportunity in front if he had got his stick to it. Jackson, cross-ice pass, but it got the stick of Miller on the way through. So it's left for Fixter to come back now. Fixter, cross-ice pass, finding Jackson, uses the left-hand boards. Hodges centering. And it's left now for Noah Moncrief near the penalty boxes. Just happy to fling it in. Only made it as far as Greenwood. Back to the defensive blue line of the Sabres. Got some options using the narrow right-hand side. Flung in there by Rapchuck, and he'll come off for a change. Here's Oxlade now behind his own net. He's pressured there by Molly. Coming across, he comes down. Looking for an arm in the air, can't find one. Play continues. It's back now for Boland at his own end. Boland finding Zeller. Zeller centering pass, Max Miller. Miller walking in. And a good save by Dewar. Penalty coming. Weir's going to have a penalty shot.
Interesting. I feel like those...
Oh, hang on. No. I thought it was going to be a penalty shot. It is.
Yep, over his head. That's something that is so few and far between. We don't see that call happen very often.
So Max Miller will take the penalty shot for the Sabres. Centre ice. So it was ruled that he was denied the opportunity in a goal-scoring opportunity. So that's why it's a penalty shot rather than a penalty in a power play coming up. Miller, captain of the Sabres, waits for the go-ahead from the officials. There's the whistle. Miller, centre ice, looking to the left, goes towards the left-hand side, looking towards the right backhand, forehand, high and wide. Got a little bit of Dewar stick and unsuccessful with the penalty shot attempt, Max Miller.
Look, great coverage from the goalie. There's a lot of pressure at one-on-one, and it's really the skill of the player shooting and the goalie on their own. And he's done a great job to stand up for his team and maintain that 2-0 lead.
So the first penalty shot of the tournament that I can remember.
Yeah, it sure is.
An attacking zone face-off coming up for the Sabres to the right-hand side of Dewar. Attacking zone face-off Sabres. Kept into the zone, spinning, firing was Moncrief. It's left now for Susha. Susha battling. It's left for Hodges, Zamboni corner. Zamboni out in 16 and a half minutes. Hodges looking to keep it in, trying to find Susha. Cleared out, good shot on by the Sabres. And that'll come all the way back down. Foot race. Icing waved out. Shot there from Hodges. And lots of hustle. Let's not have any pushy-shovey, boys. There is a penalty coming. Charging the call against Marcus Hosen. So I can hear from the bench suggestions for Marcus Hosen. Just take the penalty, don't make things worse, and just go to the penalty box.
A little bit of frustration from the players skating off. No one really wants to be on that penalty kill. So 2 minutes for, I see Dushman and Wardlaw out there in that front line to try and get that puck out of the zone as best they can.
Rapchuck with the face-off win. Susha thinks about a shot, finds Valancourt. Valancourt fires, the puck's free in the slot. Desperation from the Sabres, the puck's free. The puck was almost 5-hole on one of the defensemen who's lost his stick. Play continues. The player picks up his stick now from the Sabres on the power play. calls from the Sabres bench to watch the back door. Cleared out of harm's way. And safety first by Dewar. Very casual Dewar, like he's at the beach or something with his umbrella. Back now, Sun Devils on the power play for the next minute 25. Cross ice pass, finds Hodges. Deflected now for Maybe. Maybe gets around one. Maybe centering. Susha there was in front. Couldn't quite convert. It was a great opportunity. Here's Rapchuk, left-hand circle. Finds Valancourt. Back for Rapchuk. Rapchuk fires. Save. Rebound opportunity. Going in for attempt number 2 is Rapchuk. Pressure there. Kept in the zone well by Valancourt. Up against the boards. Puck still in play. Valancourt in the zone. Looking for a shot. Thinks about a shot. Dushman's there. Tries to get a shot. Dushman's there again. Huge battle and cleared out back into neutral ice. And here's Dushman all alone. Rapchuk coming over. Dushman trying to get it around Rapchuk. Rapchuk with the handy stick. Fires Dushman. Goes wide. Miller fires. Goes wide. Back now for Dushman. Dushman thinks about the one-timer. Goes around the back door. Finding Max Miller on the opposite side on the left-hand side. That was good work there by Hodges to dispossess Miller of the puck. 20 seconds of the power play remaining before Hosen can come back and play. Looking left, looking right. Susha goes towards the right, trying to get around Miller. Enters the zone, leaves the puck behind him briefly. Finds some support in Greenwood. Greenwood battling against Miller. Has some support in Susha. Penalty over in 5-4, 3, 2, 1. Player back onto the ice now. Centering pass. Couldn't connect with anybody. Greenwood does well to keep it in the zone for the Sun Devils. Sun Devils left-hand side. Working down low with Rapchuk. Give and go possibly with Molly. Here's Molly now. And he's got another player in front. Here's Molly centering, trying to find Rapchuk. Clears everybody in the slot. Kept in the zone well. It was great work by Boland to keep it in the zone for the Sun Devils. Left-hand side from the Sun Devils' point of view. Sabres try and clear it out. The stick of Holmes, and that will come back for Fixter. Fixter with it now. Trying to get around Hosen. Kept in the zone. Here's Noah Moncrief. Dispossessed there by Molly. Molly's got some company by Boland. And we've got Noah Moncrief down, and immediate concern shown there by his opposition in Greenwood.
Yeah, it looked like the stick went a little bit high. Might have just connected into his face a little there.
So medical attention coming onto the ice. He's up and about. So his face has hit the ice. That's never good.
No, definitely not. So just while we're getting back into their space, I just want to comment on that power play effort. The penalty kill effort from the Sabres. They did a really good job of moving the screen. So those players that were trying to screen Matt Montgomery, they just got him out of the way, and so Monty had a great view straight through the puck, was able to track that perfectly.
So Greenwood's been assessed a penalty by the officials for the Sun Devils. So the Sabres go on to the power play. Cleared out off the stick of Hosen all the way back down. It'll come back now for Oxlade. So on the power play are the Sabres for 2 minutes. Molly first to the puck, trying to clear it into neutral ice, does a good job. Kolev looking to take over. Miller's there. Up against the boards is Jackson. Now Sun Devils do a good job of clearing it out in the neutral ice. Here's Hosen. Looking towards the left, goes towards the right. Wardlaw centering, but only finds Holmes for the Sun Devils. Out of the zone into neutral ice. Back now for Molly. Here's Oxlade. Cross ice pass. Minute 20 of the power play for the Sabres remaining. Here's Hosen looking for a lane, looking for somebody in front. Good stick work there by Kolev. Dushman, Oxlade working down low. Give and go, top shelf. Max Miller. The mail was delivered nicely, and it was delivered by Miller.
Not at all surprised that Max is able to get in there and finish that off. And once again, we see the power play line capitalising on that opportunity. So
a power play goal for the Sabres, and it's 2-1 with 12:32 remaining in the period.
Just seeing the replay, we can see the defence marking up Callum, but Max is able to just walk on in and shovel that in with his backhand straight over the goalie. Well done.
Back to centre ice we go. 2-1 Sun Devils now. Watch the sticks, boys. Back now for Wardlaw. Wardlaw at his own defensive end. He's got some support. Goes straight up the middle. And he finds Rash briefly. It'll come back now for the Sabres in defence. Wardlaw finds Rash again. Good active stick there from Susha. Help that player break down. Rash still contributing. Puck balloons high into the air. It'll be left for Susha for the Sun Devils at his defensive end, trying to clear it out. He goes the aerial route. Jumbotron was in a little bit of danger there. Dispossessed there by Hodges was Hosen. Entering the zone. Penalty coming. Delayed penalty coming up for the Sabres. Touched up by the Sun Devils. Penalty box door will be opening with 11:44 remaining in the second.
Monty with a big skate from the net, warming his legs up a little bit there.
Big don't argue there, which ended up with a trip to the penalty box.
Now, we just saw the Sabres capitalise on a power play a moment ago, so this would be a great chance to equalise that score and with another goal. So Moncrief back on the ice, so he's recovered from hitting the ice. Is not pleasant.
Interference, the call against Hodges. Power play coming up for the Sabres. Left-hand side now. Shot from Oxide goes wide. Kept in the zone there by Hosen. Hosen trying to find Douchman, but Greenwood was there off the linesman, and that hurt, I think. All the way back down for Miller at his own defensive end. Minute 40 of the power play remaining. Goes straight up the middle, trying to connect. Safety first here by Dewar, and that's exactly what he needed because Noah Moncrief back on the ice. Lights and sirens on, looking for a rebound.
He's quite a fast skater, Moncrief, as with Max, and I think that it highlights that ability to train and play at the top level with AI is developing this younger generation very quickly. Attacking zone faced off, one there by Douchman, back in the neutral ice here for Hosen. Hosen's got options left and right, finds Miller, teammates at the Ice Dogs. Here's Miller now, looking left, looking right, just dropping it off for Oxlade. Now on for Hosen, now for Douchman. Douchman found a stick of Holmes on the way through. They have to go back just a little bit. Entering the zone now on the left-hand side. 65 seconds remaining in the power play. Flung out of the zone by Rapchuk. Off the knees there of Miller. Recovers. Managed to get a pass to his teammate even though he was on his knees. Hosen fires. Got enough of that. Dewar. Backdoor opportunity possibly. Moncrief battling up against the boards with Greenwood. Back for Oxlade. Cross ice pass for Miller. Miller under some pressure. Rapchuk gets in the middle of that. 40 seconds of the power play remaining as Rapchuk comes off for a change. Holmes comes off for a change and Molly and Fix to come back on. Trip coming here. Penalty box door will be opening again. So we're going to have a very short period of just under 30 seconds of 5-on-3 as the penalty box door opens again for the Sun Devils. And he's been caught for 2, so he'll be getting a double minor there, 1 for tripping and 1 for hooking.
You'd feel a bit hard done by, wouldn't you, if you were the player? You try and talk yourself out of one of them.
Look, he absolutely did. He did react immediately once he realised he was being called for 2, but look, it happened very quickly and the ref saw both of them.
I did hear calls from the Sabres bench. There were two. So a 4-minute minor on the clock and 25 seconds of 5-on-3 for the Sabres. Here's a good pass there. Moncrief couldn't quite get it in the slot. Sabres on an extended power play. Shot from distance was slightly high and wide there from Wardlaw. Battling up against the boards is Valancourt against Moncrief. 9-on-9. Douchman with it near the door of doom. Big shot there, and whooshka. That was a cannon from Hosen. That equaliser. What a powerful shot.
And look, that is exactly what the Sabres needed. They've worked hard all game for that. They're fighting for every piece of puck possession that they have. And just watching this on replay, Moncrief coming in almost looks like he's screening the goalie, ready for that shot from Hosen. Well played.
So we're just sorting out the penalty situation. So we'll have 2 minutes left on what was the 4-minute penalty.
Yeah, so we've got 3 minutes 29 on the clock right now, and that should be reduced down to 2.
So they're going to take the first penalty off and reduce the one that was 4 minutes down to 2 minutes because of the power play goal.
So the Sabres have an opportunity to potentially take the lead here. If they can push up and win this face-off, get possession, get in the zone quickly, they have that man advantage.
So 2-2 the score in what is arguably the tightest game so far of the tournament. Zhao now, left-hand side, trying to get around Rapchuk. Does a good job of getting around Rapchuk. Greenwood providing some resistance as well. Here's Quinn on the left-hand side. Minute 45 of the Sabres power play remaining. Battle up against the boards. Zhao and Quinn, they're working on a narrow corridor. Rapchuk providing some resistance. Here's Zhao, fires deflected out of play, and one day Kalani will learn how to catch a puck. She was in danger again. Kalani Crane, Olympian in the Winter Olympics, who has retired now from Olympic competition. Spent many hours training here, especially at the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium.
And she's now a coach, so if you're interested in learning how to skate, she is one of many fantastic coaches here at Hunter Ice Skating Stadium.
Attacking zone face-off, won by Moncrief. Shot, there was some traffic there, cleared out all the way back down. And there's a chase there, foot race. Hosen was there, Miller's there as well. And back now for Oxlade. Oxlade with it. Got some options on the left-hand side. Hosen back now for Miller. Miller loses it. Fixter. Back now for Moncrief. Moncrief's got Dushman for company. Getting sent wide is Moncrief. Heavy contact up against the boards. Greenwood just managed to contribute there. Good work there by Hosen to keep it in. Back now for Greenwood. Zamboni corner. Zamboni out in 8.5 minutes. Dushman under some pressure from Molly. Back now for Moncrief, battling against Greenwood. Finds Dushman in Zamboni corner. Dushman finding Hosen. Hosen walking the blue line. Back now for Dushman. Right-hand circle. Dushman with the shot, and Dushman squeezes it in. What a screen there, and Ryan Dushman, right-hand circle. He scored an empty net goal in an earlier game, a power play goal for Ryan Dushman, and the Sabres take the lead.
That is, the tables have turned very much so that it highlights again why these teams need to stay out of the penalty box. You were talking earlier in the previous game about discipline, and so I think the Sun Devils are really going to need to stay out of that box in order to get the lead back.
So the Sabres have taken the lead in semi-final number 2. The winner goes on to meet the Adelaide Generals, the defending champions, tomorrow morning at Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. Cleared out on the right-hand side from the Sabres. Comes back now for Maybe. I'm wondering, and you'll have to think back, and I'll give you some thinking time, is this the first time that the Sun Devils have been trailing in a long, long time? Back now for Maybe. Maybe gets a shot. Yeah. So an unfamiliar situation for the Sun Devils here. Back now for Valancourt. Valancourt centre ice, trying to squeeze through a gap, promotes the puck. Back now for Quinn. Quinn with it. Sun Devils have one loss this tournament so far. Here comes Wardlaw promoting the puck, trying to find himself off the boards. Rapchuk providing some resistance. Battle continues up against the boards. Now they clear it out. Here's an opportunity. It's Maybe right-hand side. Maybe walks in, finds some support in Hodges, slightly wide. The puck's still free. Back now for Valancourt on the half wall and out of play. So we'll get a new puck.
I don't know about you, Eric, but I'm certainly feeling the atmosphere in this place. These two teams are battling it out and fighting so well and so hard, and the intensity is just lifting and lifting. So those goals naturally lift a team's energy, and we're very much seeing that with the Sabres.
Back now. Heavy contact there. Here are the Sabres trying to clear it out of their own end via Hosen. Moncrief. Hosen under some pressure there from Lamb. Give and go with Hosen and Moncrief. Usually on opposite sides of the battles of Sydney. Cleared out, kept in. It was good work there by Holmes. Now they try and keep it out. Try and get out the Sabres. Tapped on. Kolev battle centre ice. All the way back down, entering the zone now. Here's Molly firing higher wide. And the puck pinballs around. And it'll be left for Susha at his defensive end for the Sun Devils with 6:30 remaining. Sabres leading 3-2. Back now. Cleared out, neutral ice. Trying to keep it in. McCoskey, centre ice. Neutral zone. Battle near the Sabres bench. And that'll come back for Susha. Susha, right-hand side. Finds Molly, who is under some pressure. Half wall. Sabres through Hosen. Out of the zone, back in the neutral ice. And it'll be left for Moncrief. Noah Moncrief, pressured there by Lamb. Gets a pass out, back into neutral ice. Smashed back into the attacking zone there by Susha, who just stays on the blue line. Here come the Sabres. Almost got the stick of Molly on the way through. It did find a stick on the way through on that occasion, and that was Zeller. Coming back now for Susha, whose name I seem to have mentioned a million times.
Wow, that's some quick hockey happening in front of us, Eric. It's almost a little tricky to keep up with, but these teams are just really battling it out. Those goals have lifted them. And the intensity, I just hope this goes right through to the final buzzer.
So the Sun Devils won 7-2 against the Sabres on Wednesday. So with the Sabres with a 3-2 lead with 5 minutes remaining. Here's a good opportunity from Miller. Rebound opportunity was there for Olkin. Just couldn't quite take advantage. Leaves the puck behind. Olkin recovering. Needs some support. Bit of a don't argue there with Boland. Back into neutral ice, and Oxlade will just control the puck with 5 minutes remaining in the second period. Back now for Miller. Miller now straight up the middle, but found the body of Zeller on the way through. Here's maybe battle up against the board to the Sabres bench. Haslam comes in with the big hit, some 3-on-3 action. Here's Zeller now with an opportunity. Zeller with one in front. Was great work by the defenseman for the Sabres, and that'll come back down. Here's Dushman with an opportunity. Dushman with no one in front. Dushman fires. Dushman scores, and the Sabres extend the lead to 4-2.
The start of the game, I reflected on those breakouts. It's very noisy in the ring here, and I hope you can hear it from home because it's so nice to hear teams celebrate with their teammates. But look, they broke into the zone. Dushman just carried it with patience, and he got himself in front of the net with a beautiful shot.
So 4:33 remaining in the second period. 4-2 now for the Sabres. Here's Hodges. Still lots of time in this one for the Sun Devils. Here's Oxlade battling with Hodges. Hodges gets the better of that one. Back now for Zhao. Trying to get around Valancourt. Valancourt skates were in the way. Valancourt promoting the puck behind the net of Montgomery. Battle up against the back wall. Sabres getting the better one of that one. Trying to clear it out. Big hit there. Penalty coming. And that will be against Fixter. Boarding the call. Penalty box door will be opening with 4:05 remaining in the second period.
Unfortunately, he's been on the receiving end of a few penalties, so I think he's getting a little frustrated. But look, the Sabres have been quite strong on the power play, so I expect big things out of this line that are in front of us. There's a lot of skill out there right now.
So Dushman, Moncrief and Miller up the front, and Oxlade, and he is back there with Hosen. Attacking zone face off. Dushman with the attacking zone face off. Now for Miller, power play starting for the Sabres, who are up 4-2. Here's Dushman, right hand side with a couple of goals already. Miller with a great opportunity on the left hand post. Just couldn't steer the deflection. Thinks about firing Oxlade. Back for Miller. The pass was a bit strong. Back for Susha, battling with Dushman in the corner. Here's Miller, left hand side. Centering pass. Here's an opportunity for Rapchuk. Rapchuk trying to get around one. It was Oxlade there who provided the resistance. Back now for Holmes, battling Hosen. Hosen to the ground. Cross-checking was the request there from the Sabres. Back now for the Sun Devils. Minute 19 remaining of their penalty kill. Rapchuck, heavy contact up against Miller. Now they cleared out Moncrief. Back now for Miller at centre ice. 65 seconds remaining of the penalty kill. Firing, good shot from Miller, down low, glove side. And the temperature is certainly rising and the ice is slanted in the favour of the Sabres.
Look, well put, but it really just comes down to the way that they're working together. They are working as a unit and not trying to move the puck individually, and that's what's leading to a lot of their success right now.
Wardlaw with the attacking zone face-off win, finds Zhao on the left-hand side. Zhao with some options, finds an option on the blue line. Back now for Zhao. Zhao fires, rebound opportunity. Callum Wardlaw was close. Wardlaw comes down. Play continues. Working it out, 40 seconds remaining of the power play. And they're in a good position here. The Sabres, one-timer from Zhao. Opportunity off the backboard, cleared out, kept in the zone there by Quinn. Cross-ice pass. Shot goes wide, no action required there by DeWar. Here's Callum Wardlaw, 15 seconds remaining of the power play. Pressure applied there by Molly. Greenwood coming in to lend a hand. Molly should be in good possession. 10 seconds of the power play remaining. Sabres left-hand side. All the momentum swinging their way. All the way around for Quinn on the right-hand side near the Sabres bench. Cross-ice pass. Pocket picked almost by Fixter. It was like a human wrecking ball coming out of the penalty box. Here's Greenwood, who doesn't mind throwing the shoulder against Zhao. Coming in to lend a hand was good old Wardlaw. Coming back now is Noah Moncrief. Moncrief at his own defensive end. Cross-ice pass. Finds Zhao, who's been heavily involved. Here's Miller. Miller enters the zone. He's got Fixter. Centering pass. Zhao couldn't quite connect. Sun Devils with it. 90 seconds to the long intermission. Entering the zone is Maybe. Cross-ice pass for Fixter. Fixter fires and into the glove there of Montgomery, who hasn't had a lot to do lately.
That's a lot of great hockey we've just witnessed. Where do I start, Eric? The way the Sabres are moving that puck around. So watching that whole power play movement. They passed it well. They talked to each other. We could hear them from up here. It was great.
Shots on goal favouring the Sabres 28-20. Douchman trying to clear it out of his defensive zone on the right-hand side. Avoids the linesman. He's got an opportunity. Douchman duking around one. Couldn't quite get it into the net. He was forced wide. Valancourt up against the boards. Rapchuck contributing as well. 1 minute remaining in the period. The Sun Devils will want to get back to their dressing room. And the Sabres wouldn't want this period to end. Flung in by Moncrief. 51 seconds remaining. Jackson has it at Zamboni corner. He's got Rapchuck to the left-hand side, and the intensity seems to have gone out of the Sun Devils for the moment at least. Here's Valancourt. Valancourt just happy to fling it in. Rapchuck on the attack there. And that'll come all the way back down on the half wall. 30 seconds remaining in the period. On the attack, Rapchuck. Battle with Moncrief, centering pass, trying to find Holmes in front. It's a bit of pushy shovey in front of the net now. We don't want any people in the penalty box. Rapchuck heavily involved with Max Miller there.
So it looks like we'll have a face-off at the Sabres defensive end. If I was the Sabres, I would be wanting to get that puck and just skate it up the zone, get it out, and just hang on to it for these 21 seconds.
So an attacking zone face-off coming up. Maybe we'll take it against Douchman to the right-hand or blocker side of Matt Montgomery. Face-off win by the Sun Devils. One last opportunity in this period possibly. Fixter wasn't expecting the puck. Miller trying to clear it out. He just needs to use the backdoor escape route. He does. Back now for Douchman, just happy to clear it out. As time winds down in the second period, Douchman, backdoor again. Quite happy to fling it around. One last opportunity for Kolev, but they run out of time. And at the end of a highly entertaining second period and the long Zamboni break, the Sydney Sabres 4, are leading the Sun Devils too.
What a period. That was such a turnaround for the Sabres to come from behind and now lead by 2 goals going into the break. And look, if I'm Sabres coaches and I'm in that change room, I would be just really emphasising how good that lead is, how good those goals were, keeping that energy pumping through those players. And heading into the Sun Devils change room, I'd be pushing it how well they've played this tournament and then just refining a few things so they can come out with the intensity they need to potentially get those goals back and either equalise or take over. So, look, this game could go either way, and it's been evident between the Sun Devils really having a great first period, Sabres having a great second, so third period is up for grabs.
It certainly is. Shots on goal favouring the Sabres 28-21. Zamboni on the ice. Eric Brook and Courtney Kynaston with you for this second semi-final. The winner goes through to meet the Adelaide Generals. Who will it be? Will it be the Sabres who are leading 4-2, or will it be the Sun Devils? Come and join us in about 10 minutes to find out. Back soon. Welcome back to Hunter Ice Skating Stadium, where the ice is certainly slanted in one direction for the Sabres. They have all the momentum going into the second intermission and the ice cut. We will see what happens in this third and final period. Sabres leading 4-2 against the Sun Devils. Shots on goal favouring the Sabres 28-21. Arguably the closest game that we've seen all tournament, Courtney.
Look, absolutely. And I think notably it was quite a comeback from the Sabres to take this lead. So at the end of the first period, the Sun Devils had a 1-0 lead. Coming out of the gate at 19 minutes in the first period, in the second period, they took a 2-0 lead. It wasn't until there were about 12 and a half minutes left in the period that the Sabres got their first of 3 power play goals, and wrapping it up in the last 5 minutes with their fourth goal to take the lead going into that break. So it's an impressive run.
So we'll have a quick look at the goal scorers for you for the first and the second period.
We have Samuel Holmes and Jack Molly for the Sun Devils, and goals by Max Miller, Noah Moncrief, Ryan Dushman with 2 to get their 4. And look, those same names are assisting all of those goals. So Tyrone Oxlade, Ryan Dushman, Marcus Hosen and Noah Moncrief scattered through the assists for those 4 goals.
Goalies unchanged. Scott Dewar on the right for the Sun Devils. Matt Montgomery on the right for the Sabres. On the left there was Scott Dewar. Back to centre ice, third period, Australian Junior Ice Hockey League Showcase Series brought to you by Ice Hockey Australia, and it'll be interesting to see how this period pans out. Puck goes defensively for the Sabres. Moncrief heavily involved already. That's cleared out. That will come all the way back down. Deflected on the way through. No, that will be indeed called icing. So we may indeed come back to centre ice. Maybe the Sabres bench are arguing that it was deflected on the way through, so that wouldn't be icing.
Look, understandably that the bench will yell out what they could see, but the refs will call what they see, and that's why we come back into the Sabres end. Attacking
zone face-off coming up for the Sun Devils. Using the boards. Funky bounce there. Rapchuk fires high and wide off the back of the net. Cleared out there. It was good work to clear it out by Hosen. All the way back down. Kolev at his own defensive end. There's pressure there. Got an opportunity to clear it out. He does. Soccer skills there by Hosen. Almost tripped over the puck. Now out of the zone. Here's Fixter, who was a bit of a human wrecking ball in the second period. Here's Miller working at both ends of the ice. Sabres looking to clear it out. Sushub with the hit as Fixter comes off for a change. Rapchuk first to the puck, centering, trying to connect. Some of the steam seems to have gone out of the Sun Devils, but we'll see how we go. There's been a minute of play so far. Miller gets this possessed by Lamb. Lamb happy to dump it in, and the Sabres at their defensive end. Lamb applying the pressure. Player comes down. Arms stay down. Moncrief, centre ice, getting battled with maybe. Moncrief, maybe. Moncrief. Wrap around attempt, but Dewar was waiting for it at his left-hand post.
Look, great stability from Moncrief there. He had a player on him, and they were hip to hip. He even there was a little push in there trying to get him off the puck, and he just maintained all the way through to the shot.
So an attacking zone face-off coming up for the Sabres. Left-hand side of Dewar, out of the zone. So that'll come back left-hand side, finding Dushman, who really stands out in the red pants. Back now for the Sabres at their defensive end. Risky cross-ice pass. Here's Oxlade, who's got some speed, entering the zone. Oxlade fires, and a nice glove save there by Dewar, glove side.
Look, I just want to highlight that Ryan Dushman was skating through centre ice there. So while his counterpart was coming down, carrying the puck, got the shot on, there are players right there ready for that rebound or that pass, whatever they need.
Attacking zone face-off for the Sabres. Jerry Zhao with it now briefly. Greenwood contributing. Here's Noah Moncrief centering, trying to find Zhao in front. Work up against the boards. Here's Greenwood. He should be able to clear it out on his right-hand side. Uses the wall as an extra attacker. Finds Oxlade. Oxlade under some pressure. Pocket picked out of the zone. Back into neutral ice. It's left for Dushman with the backhanded shovel. finding Moncrief now. Moncrief fires high and wide. Funky bounce off the board. Works out in favour of the Sun Devils. And the Sun Devils finding Molly briefly. Douchman, here's an attack. They've been caught out on a change, I think. And firing is Noah Moncrief. And that is goal number 5. Noah Moncrief excited. Ryan Douchman excited. The Sabres are excited. And they are getting closer and closer to that gold medal game.
Absolutely. And look, Moncrief's movement as he came out of the zone, he cycled beautifully. The puck got just ahead of Douchman, but Moncrief was able to pick it up, and nice and calm, he just came in and was able to get that goal. You can see here the players are trying to back check, but he had so much time and he used it.
Has the sun set on the Sun Devils campaign for gold? We'll wait and see. We've still got 17 and a half minutes remaining. Ross entering the zone for the Sun Devils, looking for some support, can't find any. Clearing out of the Sabres. Linesman avoids the puck. Here's Miller. Tries to get around Susha. Spins out of the hit. Wardlaw had his pocket picked there by Ross. It'll come back for the Sun Devils. Looking to clear it out. Susha using the backdoor escape route. Finds Kolev. Finding now Jackson. Here's Ross with the puck. Susha going for a skate. Back now for Quinn for the Sabres. Battling. Puck pinballs around. Moncrief battling with the puck with Kolev. Moncrief first to the puck. Here's Max Miller. Max Miller walks in. Max Miller fires, and a great save by Dewar. Fantastic save under some pressure. All the way back down. It's Shepherd with the puck now. Shepherd had no support. He didn't have Lamb or anyone else with him. And back into neutral ice. Here's Shepherd again, just working it back, just going back to their own defensive end. Here's Fixter. Fixter with it, had a bit of time in the penalty box in period number 2, skating around a couple, getting a shot on. Blocker save there by Montgomery. Rapchuk trying to clear it out of the slot, and the Sabres work it out of their own defensive end. Sabres working it in via Noon. Noon entering the zone. He's got no support at the moment. Now he's got some support on the blue line, but he's been pressured by Rapchuk. Puck still free. Valancourt. First to the puck is Hosen near the cafe corner. Rapchuk in some traffic. Shepherd trying to fire. Finds Miller for the Sabres. Miller trying to find a lane. Miller fires and in the Sun Devil logo. Rebound offered. Moncrief. Bodies in front. Cleared out. Desperation. And that will come out for icing. I don't think, however, Courtney, that the Sun Devils will mind that. They were desperate to get that puck out of the defensive zone. Absolutely.
And look, they now have a few seconds to get a breather. They can't change the lines, but for the people out there, just to be able to stop for a second and recompose, they can reset now. So if I was on the Sun Devils' end, then look, I'd really be looking to skate the puck out the way they were in that first period.
So attacking zone face off there by the Sabres in blue. That'll come all the way back down. There's a foot race. Oxlade has got some wheels. Oxlade behind his own net. Pressured there by Rapchuk. Jones there. Wardlaw. Wardlaw, right-hand side, defensive end. Finds Jones. Turnover. Fixter. Bumped off the puck there by Wardlaw. Fixter recovers. Back now. Cross-ice pass. Here's Valancourt. Valancourt, neutral ice, finds maybe now entering the zone, maybe thinking about firing, maybe can't get a shot off, loses possession briefly, and the Sabres have it. Sabres clearing it out of their own end. And that was tapped on, trying to collect it. He's rash but couldn't. First to the puck was the Sun Devils. Back now for Wardlaw. Wardlaw at his own defensive end. He's got options left and right. Goes himself towards the left-hand side. Trying to get around maybe. Comes down. Arms stay down. Play continues as Greenwood tries to work it out of his defensive end. Finds Lamb. Lamb with the tap on. Lamb chasing the puck. Backhanded shovel into the zone briefly. Neutral ice. Rash, Greenwood. Lamb coming back. Rash with it. The puck rolls end on Lamb. Lamb gets shoved off the puck. Here's Molly now. Molly entering the zone, trying to squeeze through a gap that wasn't there, and a massive hit there by Campbell. Centering pass tapped on by Holmes, finding Molly now. Molly trying to get around Zhao. Can't. Zhao has got Douchman for company. Kolev was there. Kolev with it, clearing it out back into neutral ice. Here's Campbell. finds some support. Centering pass, Molly, Lamb, and that should come back for icing.
There's so much going on. Let's just rewatch the hit that happened a moment ago.
Boom.
Look, it's a great hit into the boards to get them off the puck and get possession back, and it's resulted in this face-off up the other end. Look, these teams are physical, but they're playing really good hockey.
They certainly are. Attacking zone face-off, one there by Noah Moncrief, back in the neutral ice, having the turn and chase is Hosen. Hosen first to the puck. Holmes applying some pressure. Hosen up against Lamb, cleared in the neutral ice. Here's Dushman handing it off for Moncrief. Moncrief enters the zone, gets around Kolev, trying to get around Rapchuk. Heavy collision there, puck's free. And the Sun Devils come out with it back in the neutral ice. Here's an opportunity possibly for Hodges. Got some support now in Susha. Has a mountain of work to do instead. Here's Zhao centering pass, trying to find Dushman, but it was nowhere near Dushman. Ice is slippery, and he'll come off for a change. Back now, entering the zone. Here come the Sun Devils, not giving up. Quality shot there. Rebound cleared up. Back now for Susha. Puck still free. Hodges with the shot. Slightly high, slightly wide. Vancor back into neutral ice. Got Susha for company. He's got Max Miller all over him. Just dumped in by Wardlaw, all the way back down for Susha, and that will come back for icing.
Just want to jump back a shift to as they broke it out of the zone to centre ice where Dushman was on the boards. He just calmed it down and popped it out really gently for Moncrief to pick up for a great break in the zone for that shot on that he had. But I think this is just great teamwork where Dushman's standing exactly where he needed to be to slow it down and control it, allowing Moncrief to take it in the zone.
Back into neutral ice and all the way back down. That was icing, and referee Nick Eyre had to do a good job of avoiding that puck as it was coming at him.
Oh, and they can hurt, especially the speed in which these players can hit it. You can, as an official, you can certainly end up with a few bruises.
Well, I saw a bruise with a friend of mine the other day, and she had hockey pants on and still got bruised. It just depends on how you get hit and the velocity. Sometimes there's nothing the protection can do. Back now for Fixter. Fixter happy to promote the puck, finding Rapchuk. They need to get somebody in front of the net, but the Sabres are clearing it out now. Back now for Miller. Miller with the no-look pass, finding Zhao. Zhao centering, but there was Rapchuk in the way of that one, and Rapchuk clearing it out for the Sun Devils with 11:50 remaining in the third period. Winner of this game goes through to meet the Generals. Collision there. Susha desperate, maybe trying to find a slot there. Here's Fixter, but it'll be back now for Wardlaw. Wardlaw just happy to clear it out, and that will come back for Boland. Boland, maybe. Boland just leaves it, gets it himself. Back now for Miller. Miller enters the zone, goes wide. No action required by goalie Dewar in the end. Kept in, or was almost kept in the zone by the Sabres. It'll come back now for Oxlade. Oxlade pressured by Holmes. Entering the zone on the left-hand side. That's Olkin. Puck still free. It's now in the possession of Maybe with the backhanded shovel, but just found Dushman for the Sabres. Off the stick of Molly on the way through. Dushman recovering. Dushman with a couple goals so far, firing from distance wide. And they're still on the attack is Noon. Shot from distance in front. Dushman was there, just couldn't connect. Great opportunity for Ryan Dushman and the Sabres to extend their lead. And that puck goes out of play. Are we going to see a delay of game penalty?
Look, I certainly feel like Dushman's playing with a lot of energy, and he'll be chasing his third. He's got 2 so far tonight, so...
Delay of game penalty coming up against the Sun Devils. Susha heading towards the penalty box. And an attacking zone face-off coming up for the Sabres.
We've seen the Sabres be very, very, very successful on their power plays tonight with 3 goals on the power play. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another.
Oxlade walking the blue line, trying to get a shot in off the stick of Dushman. In the slot, turning, spinning. Moncrief, Dushman there and thereabouts. Cleared out by the Sun Devils on the penalty kill. 1:50 remaining of the power play. Very early with the player advantage. On the left-hand side, clearing it out is Hosen. Here's Moncrief. Holmes is coming back. Moncrief and Holmes battle, holding the puck on the boards. Here's Hosen, fires. Good redeflect by Moncrief, but Dewar was waiting for it on his right-hand post for the Sun Devils. Cleared it out all the way back down. First to the puck, Molly. Oxlade getting in there as well. Oxlade in good position. And he finds Hosen. Hosen with it now. He's got options left and right. Goes straight up the middle. Finding Douchman. Douchman with 3 players in front. Finds Moncrief on the right-hand side. Moncrief finds Hosen. He's got Oxlade. Goes back for Oxlade. In front. Cleared out of the side. It was a good shot by Miller. They can't keep it in the zone. Hosen. So Hosen has to turn and chase, but Fixter showing some speed there with the into the Zamboni corner. Wardlaw. Here's another opportunity for Miller. Miller walks in. Miller fires and into the Sun Devil logo of Dewar.
Look, I am so impressed with the turnaround that the Sabres have made. To come back from 2-0 down, it's a bit of a slog, it's a bit of an effort, and they've done it really well. So not only have they turned it around, but they're now leading by 3 goals. So it's evident in the way that they're playing right now. They're moving the puck around, they're getting possession, and they're playing so strong in their offensive zone.
Oh, good shot from distance from Wojcicki. Kept in the zone there by Quinn, batted it down to himself. Quinn, they have to wait for the players to come out for offside. They did that. Here's Rapchuk. He's got some company. Rapchuk just behind his own net, just trying to clear it out. Right-hand side, back in the neutral ice, does exactly that. Finds Quinn. Quinn now's got some options. Elects to go backwards for the moment. Finding Wardlaw. Penalty just about over in 5 seconds. They've done a good job on the penalty kill. The Sun Devils under some pressure. Centering pass. Couldn't connect with Rapchuk cleanly. 5-on-5 hockey, but for how long is the question? Heavy contact up against the boards, which is a-okay. Quinn battling. The puck just needs to continue to move. Good work by Maybe. He's not just there to do the flashy stuff. Coming in is Quinn. Rapchuk lending a hand. The puck comes free. Sabres trying to clear it out of their own defensive end. Right-hand side. Contact up against the boards. Puck comes free. It's good work there by Jackson. Here's Quinn. He's got Zhao. Zhao under some pressure from Molly. Taking over his Wardlaw. Wardlaw fires. And a good save. Zhao was coming through at speed as well. And he had the 5-hole closed between the legs, and a good save by Dewar.
Looking from the Sun Devils' perspective, I think they'll be really keen at this point to hold the puck and get it out of the zone, into the neutral, set up and break in. They want to just stop spending time down defensively.
Sabres up 3 goals. Oxlade lucky to keep it in. Susha out of the penalty box. Sabres trying to keep them hemmed down here. Sun Devils looking to get out of their defensive end because they can't score from this end of the ice. But across ice pass. Finds Molly. Molly here entering the zone despite the attentions of a couple. Molly fires, and a good save there from Montgomery. And the Sabres bench to our right certainly enjoyed that one. Susha with the puck still battling against Moncrief.
We have a delayed penalty and 6 on the ice for the Sun Devils with the empty net down the other end.
So extra attacker on, delayed penalty out of the zone. Back for Kolev. Penalty coming in favour of the Sun Devils, and they certainly need it. Here comes Molly, touched up possibly by the Sabres. Now it's not touched up by the Sabres. Continues now to be touched up by the Sabres, and that penalty will start with 6:56 remaining. 5-2.
So this really turns the tables in the advantage of the Sun Devils, who are really looking for something like this. So now that they're up this end and they have that man advantage, they need to hold and control the puck. They do not want to lose possession, because the moment the Sabres get it, they'll be looking to ice it. So if they can hold possession, move it around, we might see another goal.
Attacking zone face-off on the start of the power play for the Sun Devils. They certainly need it. Here's Susha using the left-hand side. Just walking in, firing, winding up, selecting power drive was Hodges. Montgomery's down on his backside for the moment. The Sabres clear it out all the way back down. No icing on the penalty kill. Dewar casually just leaves the puck for his teammate. Here's Susha on the half wall. Finds Valancourt. Got some options left and right. 90 seconds remaining of their player advantage. Here comes Valancourt, right-hand side. Pressured there by Hosen. Hosen puts in a good hit. The Sabres clearing it out, using the wall as their friend, clearing it out. No icing on the penalty kill, all the way down. Zawar again, casual, leaving it this time for Rapchuk. 69 seconds off the power play remaining for the Sun Devils. The Sun Devils need to go. They need to go now. Sun Devils, Rapchuk. Rapchuk enters the zone despite the attentions of Dushman. Rapchuk all by himself. He's got some support. He's got Susha in front trying to provide a screen. Valancourt, Rapchuk centering. The puck's free in the slot. Cleared out by the Sabres. Rapchuk, another opportunity. 45 seconds of the power play remaining. Maybe looking for a wraparound attempt. Susha in front. The puck's still free. Cleaned up by Montgomery. And the puck's off its moorings.
And Matt Montgomery also lost his helmet in that.
So a bit of a brouhaha, a fracas between Dushman and one of the Sun Devils players, and the Sabres bench telling Ryan Dushman just to walk away. You've got a 3-goal lead. You don't want to end up in the box. You've already got a player down for 36 seconds. You don't want to add to them for that. So Matt Montgomery just taking his time just to compose himself.
Yeah, so his helmet came off in that little sequence of play, so I imagine that's why the players got a little bit fired up in protection of the goalie. Attacking
zone face-off for the Sun Devils, cleared out by the Sabres. It's left for Valancourt. Valancourt, Max Miller, the much faster Max Miller. Valancourt in good position though. He's got Susha for company, he's got Molly for company now, and he's got Fixter. Just dumps it in. Puck goes from one side to the other. Molly battling up against the board against Hosen. Here's Holmes, centering pass for Fixter. Fixter, right-hand side, 12 seconds of the power play remaining. Here's Susha, pressured there by Miller. Susha has got Fixter for company, got Holmes in the slot, works down low with Molly. Power play over, 5-on-5 hockey. And here's an opportunity out of the penalty box rather, and here comes the Sabres firing and spraying it slightly wide, and that was Kolacek. Centre ice, here's Molly attacking the puck against Kolacek, who's just come out of the penalty box. Here's Hosen, just under 5 minutes remaining. Sabres up by 3 goals. Under some pressure and in some traffic was Oxlade. Back to neutral ice. Oxlade again, just electing to go backwards, certainly sitting in the box seat. Here's Miller now, skipper. Centering pass, misses everybody, and was deflected on the way through, according to one of the linesmen. Back now for Greenwood, applying some pressure is Wardlaw. Greenwood's there, clears it out, getting a shot on. The glove save was there, but the puck was still free. Here's Moncrief, Miller brought down. Play continues as they try and clear the zone, the Sun Devils. The Sun Devils running out of time now, under 4 minutes remaining. Semi-final 2, winner goes through to meet the Generals tomorrow morning. Back now of Miller, trying to get around one, but Hodges was there. Jones, Greenwood in good position. Jones on the chase, trying to find Maybe, but couldn't. Maybe almost had the puck. Battle up against the boards, Jones and Maybe. Here's Rapchuk for the Sun Devils. Rapchuk gets around one, brought down, play continues. 3:20 remaining in the third and final period. Here's Jones, uses the rebound off the wall, trying to get through that gap between Maybe and Rapchuk, but the gap had closed. Maybe applying a mountain of pressure, getting around one. Excellent poke check there from Rapchuk, all the way back down for Kolev. Kolev with 3 minutes to go. Back now for Hodges. And they'll just settle things down, the Sun Devils, but they haven't got a lot of time, under 3 minutes, just bringing it back to their own defensive end. Hodges, here's an opportunity, here's Molly. Molly's one guy that you'd want in this situation. Molly chasing the puck behind his own net, Holmes setting up in front. Molly still with it, he's got Kolev for company. Molly chased off the puck, and here's an opportunity. It's all the way back down, and they'll just bring it back via Jackson. Trying to clear it out, 2.5 minutes remaining. The Sun Devils are down by 3 goals, not a lot of whistles. Here's Fixter, left-hand side, entering the zone. Fixter trying to squeeze through a gap. Big pad save there by Montgomery out of the zone. Jackson has to turn and chase with 2:10 remaining. Rapidly running out of time. Holmes, not many whistles. Fixter has some support from Kolev. Here's Dushman. Can Dushman put the exclamation point on this? No, he can't. High and wide. The exclamation point will have to wait. Back now, Molly won't die wondering. Hosen keeps it in the zone. Back now for Jackson. Under 2 minutes remaining now. Jackson not showing a lot of urgency. Finding Molly, who is showing urgency. Molly trying to get around a couple. Trying to do it all himself. He must be tired. Battle with Hosen and Rapchuk. It's coming back now for Susha with 95 seconds remaining. They're running out of time. There's been no whistles. They can't call a timeout without a whistle. They can't pull the goalie. They're probably too far back. That will come all the way back down. Will it be icing? Yes, it will.
Take a breath, Eric.
Thanks, Court.
Look, some amazing, amazing hockey happening. And look, these teams are just playing so well. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's really hard to actually criticise anything they're doing at this point in the game. When they get possession, they're holding it, they're moving it to their players, and then they're losing it because it's either a good check off the puck or the intercept is just perfectly timed.
I thought the Sun Devils might have called a timeout, even though they're at the wrong end of the ice at the moment, just to try and break some of this momentum. They've got 70 seconds remaining. The Sabres in the box seat. They're at the right end. Sabres now looking for the exclamation point. Rapchuk trying to clear it out. And they keep it down here via Moncrief. Here's Susha up against the boards. Oxlade first to the puck. Oxlade, big rebound on offer. None of the Sabres could take advantage. Under a minute remaining now. Miracles on ice can happen, but are they too far back? Rapchuk won't die wondering. Dushman battle with Susha, and that'll come back down. 40 seconds remaining, and the Sabres, they can book their early morning gold medal game tomorrow with 33 seconds remaining, you would think.
Unfortunately, one of the Sun Devils didn't realise that his player hadn't quite come off yet, so he was quite offside. So I think that we're discussing that now. Empty net.
There's an empty net for the Sun Devils. No, but that'll come all the way back, so Dewar will have to get back in his net. 33.3 seconds remaining.
So I imagine they're determining that was an intentional offside. So
yep.
that's what's bringing it right back into their zone, which they'll be disappointed with 33 seconds to go.
Attacking zone face-off for the Sabres. Valancourt now tries to clear it out, trying to find maybe, but the Sabres are 20 seconds away from a gold medal game tomorrow against the Adelaide Generals. Rapchuk, centre ice. Max Miller looking to put the exclamation point on. Sprays it high, sprays it wide with 10 seconds remaining. Neutral ice. One last opportunity for the Sun Devils, but the Sun is about to set on their gold medal campaign. The puck's free briefly, and 2.38 seconds, and a bit of pushy-shovey here. Frustration possibly. And we have 2.38 seconds remaining.
And cooler heads prevail with teammates coming in telling them to stop, because right now they're 2 seconds away from the gold medal, as you've said, so they don't want to lose any players to any stupid penalties at this point.
Attacking zone face-off for the Sun Devils, and that will be it. The Sabres will celebrate. They had the bronze medal last year. Now they're in a shot for gold against the Generals with a 5-2 win against the Sun Devils, who were certainly not disgraced in their debut in the Australian Junior Ice Hockey League. A mixture of players primarily from Queensland and Western Australia, but the Sabres are celebrating as they should be. They would have walked into this game, and most people who know hockey and have known the results of previous games, the Sabres certainly weren't favourites to win this game, but they've come and they've had an excellent second and third period, Courtney.
Absolutely. Look, the Sun Devils have had a great tournament, so there was an expectation that they would probably dominate this game, and then coming out and leading 2-0 so early on would have had people thinking that it was their game, myself included. But
me too.
Look, the Sabres just worked so hard, and look, as we mentioned earlier, the 3 goals that they got early on to not only tie but equalise were all power play goals. So the Sun Devils have really fallen down there by succumbing to penalties. And Look, the Sabres have absolutely earned the game today, and they've done a great job.
And that's the thing. Looking at the heads-to-heads to finish off, the Sabres here, 43 shots to 30 in what was a fantastic game. Great game from both goalies at either end. Matt Montgomery certainly there, earning the W for his team. The Sydney Sabres, what a fantastic result for them. Bronze medal last year. They're in the gold medal game. So tomorrow morning, the first game will be the bronze medal game between, as stick taps all round from, that's one thing I really haven't seen so far this tournament, is stick taps for friends and family and other spectators who are here. Stick taps all round from the Sabres. So tomorrow morning, the first game at 7 a.m. Sydney time will be the Sun Devils against the Melbourne Glaciers. And then the gold medal game at 9:30 a.m. Sydney time. That will be between the Adelaide Generals and the Sydney Sabres. Both games, Thought Fox Media Group, YouTube.
Absolutely. Look, what a week of hockey. Tomorrow is just going to be that much better. So finals hockey is always intense and fun, and you just don't know what's going to happen, and that game really emphasises that. I am very much looking forward to calling the two games with you in the morning. It is bright and early, but look, it's going to be great. So
if you've missed any of the action, the Thought Fox Media YouTube page is there. All of the games in this tournament are there. We know that there's people in the arena that will want to go back and watch this afterwards. There's people who have probably discovered late, want to see some of the other games as well. Big couple of games tomorrow. Bronze medal game between the Sun Devils and the Melbourne Glaciers. And then the gold medal game after that, the Adelaide Generals and the Sydney Sabres. Courtney, I can't wait. It's going to be an early start for all and sundry, but I can't wait. Looking forward to it. So thank you everyone that has tuned in thus far, and hopefully you will be with us tomorrow morning. So thank you as always to our hard-working Thought Fox Media crew, Eric Brook, Courtney Kyston here, and we will say good night to you and see you tomorrow for the medal rounds, Australian Junior Ice Hockey League Showcase Series. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now. Thank you.